Hello everybody, it is me, Ready Gaming, and welcome back to another video of mine. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys some battles that I've done with the same deck that I used in the last episode. And this deck has still been working out pretty well for me, and I'm just going to get right into the first battle. Alright, so here we are with the first battle. I'm battling this guy in my clan. He doesn't really ever talk. I don't even know if he speaks English. He's got an Asian name. But yeah, so I don't really know him. It's kind of like a multiplayer battle, just without the whole trophy factor. So he's going to lead off with the princess, and I'm going to be able to counter this princess pretty easily with my musketeer. And then he's going to drop the prince on the other side. Maybe he was expecting like barbarians to counter the princess and like see if I would like he would lure them out or something. I dropped the fire spirits in a really bad position. I kind of was like, what just happened when the barbarians dropped? But the Valkyrie did stall long enough for the Ice Wizard to come out and pretty much stop that push. Um, and right now, we're in a pretty good position, but he does fireball our Elixir Collector, but that's alright. I've got another Elixir Collector in my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that off. So, right now we do have an Elixir Collector. He is using like a Hog Prince deck, kind of like the Double Prince that was going around a while back with the P.E.K.K.A in it. And we are both just kind of going to recharge our elixir while this hog and princess run down. So I do have that Inferno Tower to stop the hog, and I use the musketeer to stop the princess. That wasn't the best trade for me because I did lose 2 elixir because the Inferno Tower is 1 more than the hog and the musketeer is 1 more than the princess. But our pump is just going to make up for it. And now I'm going to push down that lane with the fire spirits behind the prince. So they're going to pretty much take out those barbarians, and then the Ice Wizard is going to finish him off. The Prince is going to go down, but still we have an Ice Wizard going down that lane. He is going to almost take out these archers, and we're leading in tower damage, and we've also got the Elixir advantage. So he's going to drop his Hog Rider off. I'm going to just let the Inferno take that out. I do zap the archers because they might have taken out the Inferno and let the Hog get a hit on my tower. So now we're going to go into double Elixir, and I am going to start off a kind of push here with the Valkyrie, and he is going to see if he can't stop it with the Princess. So he's also going to put his Prince behind that Princess, which is actually a pretty good push because the Princess will stop anything that's going to like splash. And somehow he like basically predicted my Prince over there with those barbarians, but I did have my fire spirits, and now there's not much in his hand that can counter that Prince. It was kind of lucky my Prince didn't go over onto his side, so the tower couldn't really take it out. So we're dealing a lot of damage to both of his towers there, and the Valkyrie is just going to keep swinging at that and take it out. I think at this point he gets a little mad or something, and he just kind of quits because I just push. He's got nothing to play, and we end up getting the 3 crown on this guy. So a good deck. What I do like about this deck is that it's built in such a way that everybody's deck is meant to counter like Hog, Royal Giant, Golem, that kind of thing. Like everybody's looking for those meta decks, and like when you drop that Prince Valkyrie Fire Spirits push on them, it kind of surprises some people. And I think some of their decks are not meant to really counter that because it's not seen as much. So that is really what I like about this deck. So we do have a 3 crown win against this guy in our clan. So I will be right back with the next battle. Alright, so we are back again against another guy in our clan. This week I wasn't super active on the whole multiplayer competitive stuff. I did do a few clan battles. That was about it. I do have another multiplayer battle coming up next, but yeah, I wasn't super into the game this week. I was just kind of like taking it relaxed or whatever. So we do both drop our Elixir Pups there. His is a level lower than us, so even if he does Fireball our Elixir Pump, it is going to have a bit more health than it would if it was his level. So now we're just going to go with that Valkyrie Prince push. The Fire Spirits were successful in taking out those minions, and we're just going to clear out that Elixir Pump. The Prince is going to get 1 hit on the tower, and he almost gets the second one, but the Princess and the 2 towers were enough to take him out. So our Elixir Pump finally dies there. We ended up having more lifetime on ours than his, even though we did Fireball ours. And this guy has that bulky Golem deck that I countered in the last video. So I'm going to drop my Ice Wizard to take out these Barbarians, and they're just going to get slowed down. In my opinion, the Ice Wizard is probably the best, if not the second best legendary. I think the Princess is right up there with him, but I think his ability makes him good in pretty much every situation. So he is going to fireball our Fire Spirits, but that's fine. Our Prince and Valkyrie both got to the tower, and we're going to get a very early lead on this guy in terms of crowns, and he's really had nothing to counter that until he dropped the minions there. So the minions are going to come down, and our tower is just going to take him out while we drop that elixir pump there. And we see the golem for the first time here, and I've got the Inferno Tower in my hand, I've got the Valkyrie up next, and I've got the Ice Wizard. So these are all three pretty good checks to anything that's going to go behind his golem. So I'm going to start off with the Ice Wizard because I don't want to drop the Inferno Tower until he gets onto our side so that he can't drop anything that'll like run ahead of the golem and take it out. So the Valkyrie's going to come backwards and swing at those archers. I think he sees that as a go-ahead for the Barbarians because the Valkyrie already got placed. So he's going to try and fireball that Musketeer. It hangs on with a little bit. And the Barbarians, some of them went towards the Elixir Pump. So that was actually a pretty good play, putting the Elixir Pump right there because it distracted some of them. So he's going to zap everything. And then we've got the Prince, the Ice Wizard, and the Valkyrie. The Ice Wizard takes out those minions. The Prince gets like a hit on the tower. And we're already back up to our Prince. He's dropped the Barbarians. We don't have a great counter for it right now. So we do decide to zap them. And that takes out a couple. We have the Ice Wizard, which slows them down again, and then we have the Prince going down, and his golem is so bulky that it takes so much elixir, and he's not really going to have anything to counter that Prince. I think at this point he kind of gives up now, and he's going to let us get that 3 crown in the last couple seconds. So again, that deck does as well, and we have a 3 crown there against another guy in our clan. So I will be right back with the next battle, and I use a bit of a different deck in the next battle, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here we are in our last battle. We've got that Hog, like Musketeer, Valkyrie deck, the one that I'm not super fond of, but a friend told me to try it out, so I did. I was kind of upset because I did have another replay that was pretty awesome to share. It was with that last deck that I was just using, and it featured like the guy had like a Royal Giant Hog deck or something. He was about to 3 crown me with minions and a Hog Rider, like a minion horde, and my tower was at like 46 health, but on the other side I didn't notice my Prince and Musketeer were going down, and they took out his tower, his King Tower, with like 3 seconds left in the match or something. I was about to get 3 crown, and then I came back, but anyway, that wasn't available because I took too long to record it, so I'm kind of mad at myself there, but it was a pretty cool battle, and I still have this one. Again, Hog's not my favorite deck to use, but it was a 3 crown, and I figured it's just a fun little replay. So, now we're talking about this battle. We're pretty much even on hit points. I do have that Elixir Pump down, and I am a little bit on the lead with Elixir. The thing that I do like about this deck, though, is that it has the arrows, which is a good counter to Princess. A lot of times I hate having to wait for his Princess to walk down and like having to counter it. It's an awkward card to counter because you kind of have to wait for it, but then you're wasting elixir, and it's weird. So the arrows are definitely a good little way to avoid that problem. So here we've got 1 tower down, and our Musketeer and Hog are just charging at his tower. We've got the skeletons behind it too, and he quits right away. I'm like, why are you quitting? I mean, you've got the Royal Giant, you've got the Inferno Tower, you could have easily countered that, but he decides to quit. It was 2 minutes in, it was a crazy quit. I guess this guy was just, like, fed up or something, I don't know. But, completely unnecessary quitting. He definitely could have come back there if I messed up. Hopefully I wouldn't have, though. I guess just a fun little Hog battle that I use. I'm probably not going to use this deck ever again because I'm not super into metas. But that's pretty much it. We had 3 crown battles today. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you'll learn a little bit from those first 2 battles with that kind of unusual deck that I was using. And for today, that is it. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm going to keep making videos because it's pretty fun. And yeah, see you in the next episode.